Hello everyone. Today, we're going to see how to set up a win-back campaign automation using Retainful. Once you've logged in and connected your store with Retainful, you'll find yourself on the dashboard. Now, let's head over to the automation section on the left-hand side. Next, click on the Create Workflow button located on the right-hand side. You'll notice a variety of pre-built customizable automation workflows. As you scroll down, you'll come across the Win-Back Campaign section. Click on the Use This Template button there. Now, we're in the Workflow Editor, where you'll see a pre-built workflow. Let me guide you through this. A customer enters this workflow upon taking a specific action, known as a trigger. A customer enters this workflow after placing an order. You can create a trigger by clicking on the Trigger block, which brings Trigger Setup panel. Here, you'll find the Trigger Rule section. Click on the small plus icon beside it to proceed. You can add different rules based on various criteria by clicking on the Add Rule button. You can also create entry rules to define the criteria for customer entry into the workflow, customer rules for conditions based on customer properties, and exit rules to determine when a customer exits the workflow. You also have the option to limit entry to orders made within the last X days. Enabling this allows orders from previous days to enter the workflow alongside current ones. Specify how many days back you'd like to include. For example, you can set it to include orders placed up to 10 days ago. Next in the workflow, they are placed in a waiting period of 45 days before progressing to the next step in the workflow. If you wish to change the waiting period, simply click on this block to adjust the days as needed. You can also adjust the waiting period to minutes or hours, depending on your requirements. Once you've made your changes, just click on the Update button. Then, go ahead and close this panel. You'll see your changes reflected in the workflow. Below, the system will generate a coupon. Click on it to open the Coupon Generation Settings panel. You can set the coupon based on a percentage by entering the discount value, how many days it's valid for, and the minimum order value for which it can be used. If you want to exclude the coupon from sales items, simply check the box provided. Additionally, you can set up coupons based on a fixed amount or for free shipping. After you're finished, click on the Update button, and then close this panel. Next in the workflow, the customer will receive a Miss You email from your store. By clicking on the block, you can change the email title, subject, and preview text. You also have the option to enable Smart Sending. Let me go ahead and enable this feature. Smart Sending prevents emails from being sent to contacts who have already received a message from your other workflows or campaigns within a specified period, like 24 hours. You can adjust this in your email settings. Check out the video in the description box below to learn how to make changes related to Smart Sending. Once you're done, click on the Update button. Then proceed to click on the Edit Email Content button. Here in the email editor, you can customize your email content. Click on any element to edit it. You will also find the coupon element. Click on it, and on the right-hand side, you'll see two options. One option is to use the coupon code we set up in the previous workflow step. If you haven't set it up there, you can choose the second option to set up the coupon generation from scratch here. Since we've already configured the coupon generation settings earlier, let's select the first option. You'll also find a text element where you can personalize the coupon code to your liking by clicking on it and editing the text. Make any other changes you wish, and once you're done, click on the Save button. And then finally, close this window. Next, the workflow waits for 5 days to see if the customer takes any action with the coupon. If the customer uses the coupon, the workflow ends. If not, a reminder email is sent. You can edit its content just like the previous email block. If the customer engages, that's great. If not, no further emails are sent from this workflow, and it concludes. You can always experiment by adding different blocks to the workflow using the small plus icon on the workflow canvas. Be sure to check out the resources in the description box to learn more about the various automation blocks Retainful offers. A customer will exit the workflow if they have placed an order since the start of the flow at least once. Let's begin by clicking on the first trigger block. Next, look for the Exit Rule section and click on the small plus icon near it. You might notice that there's already an exit rule present. The existing rule indicates that a customer exits if they have placed an order since the start of the flow at least once. We'll delete this so I can show you how to create a new exit rule from scratch. Begin by clicking on the Add Rules button, then from the drop-down menu select Placed Order. From the subsequent drop-down, choose Since the Start of the Flow and then select At Least Once. Once that's done, simply click on the Add Rules button. You'll notice that your exit rule has now been added to your workflow. We can close this panel now. Lastly, click on the Start Workflow button to confirm our choices. Now close the workflow editor. Your winback campaign automation is now live in your store. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Thank you for watching.